Welcome to Improve English with Podcast. I'm Kath, and I'm really happy you're here with me today. Today, we're going to talk about something very human, something we all experience, difficult times. And more importantly, how to talk about hope, even when life feels heavy.
Hi, Kath. I think this topic is very real for me. Sometimes I don't know how to talk about my feelings in English.
That's completely okay. You're not alone in this. Many learners know basic English, but when emotions become deep, words feel harder to find.
Yes, exactly. Sometimes I want to say something meaningful, but I only say, I'm tired or I'm sad. It feels too simple.
That's a very honest feeling. And today, we're going to expand that. We'll learn how to talk about difficult moments, but also how to find and express small hope. Not big happiness, just small light.
Small light. I like that.
Let's start with a simple question. When life feels heavy, how do you usually describe it in English?
I usually say, life is hard, or I feel stressed.
Those are good sentences, but we can make them more natural and expressive. For example, instead of saying life is hard, you can say, I'm going through a tough time.
I'm going through a tough time. That sounds more natural.
Yes, it feels more personal and emotional. Let's practice it together. Say it slowly. I'm going through a tough time.
I'm going through a tough time.
Very good. Now, another useful expression. Things feel a bit heavy right now.
Things feel a bit heavy right now. That sounds emotional.
It is, but it's also gentle. You're not saying everything is terrible. You're just expressing your feeling honestly.
I like that because sometimes I don't want to sound too negative.
Exactly. That's an important idea in English communication. You can be honest without sounding too extreme.
That's very helpful.
Now, let's talk about something important. Even in difficult times, there are small positive moments. We call them small wins.
Small wins.
Yes, small successes, small good moments. For example, you finished your work. You talked to a friend. You didn't give up today. These are small wins.
I never thought about that. I usually ignore those things.
Many people do, but recognizing small wins helps your mindset, and it also helps your English, because now you can talk about them.
So, how do I say that?
Great question. You can say, I'm trying to focus on small wins.
I'm trying to focus on small wins.
Perfect. Another example. Today wasn't easy, but I made some progress.
Today wasn't easy, but I made some progress.
Very natural. That word progress is very important. It doesn't mean everything is perfect. It just means you moved forward a little.
I like that because sometimes I feel like I'm not improving.
That feeling is very common, but progress is not always big. Sometimes it's very small and quiet.
That's true.
Let's try a short role play. Imagine you are talking to a friend. They ask, "How are you?" Try to answer honestly, but with a small positive touch.
Okay, I'll try. I'm going through a tough time, but I'm trying to stay positive.
That's excellent, very natural and balanced.
Really?
Yes, you expressed difficulty and hope. That's exactly what we want. Now let's improve it a little more. You can say, I'm going through a tough time, but I'm doing my best to stay positive.
I'm going through a tough time, but I'm doing my best to stay positive.
Beautiful. That phrase, doing my best, is very powerful. It shows effort. It shows strength.
I like that phrase.
Good. Let's add one more layer. You can also say, I'm taking things one day at a time.
I've heard that before, but I don't fully understand it.
It means you're not thinking too far ahead. You're just focusing on today, step by step.
Ah, that feels calm.
Yes, it reduces pressure. Try saying it.
I'm taking things one day at a time.
Very good. Now let's combine everything. Try this. I'm going through a tough time, but I'm taking things one day at a time.
I'm going through a tough time, but I'm taking things one day at a time.
That's a very natural, fluent sentence. You can use this in real life.
I feel more confident already.
That's a small win.
Yes, I guess it is.
Now, let's talk about another situation. Sometimes you want to support someone else. Maybe your friend is having a difficult time.
Yes, and I don't know what to say.
That's very normal. You don't need perfect words. Simple and kind words are enough. For example, I'm here for you.
I'm here for you.
Or, you're not alone.
You're not alone.
These sentences are short but powerful.
They feel warm.
Exactly. Another useful phrase is, things will get better.
Is that always okay to say?
Good question. Sometimes people don't want strong promises, so you can make it softer. I hope things get better for you.
I hope things get better for you.
That sounds more gentle and respectful.
I understand.
Now let's do another small practice. I'll say a situation and you respond. Ready?
Ready.
Your friend says, I feel really tired of everything. What do you say?
I'm here for you. You're not alone.
That's beautiful. You didn't try to fix the problem, you just showed support.
That feels easier than giving advice.
Yes, because sometimes people don't need advice, they just need connection.
That's very true.
Now, come back to you. When you feel tired or overwhelmed, what do you usually tell yourself?
Honestly, I say negative things, like I can't do this or I'm not good enough.
Thank you for sharing that. Let's change that language, because the way you speak to yourself is very important.
Yes, I want to change that.
Good. Instead of saying, I can't do this, try, this is hard, but I'm learning.
This is hard, but I'm learning.
That's much healthier. You're not ignoring the difficulty, but you're adding growth.
I like that feeling.
Another example, instead of, I'm not good enough, say, I'm still improving.
I'm still improving.
Simple, but powerful.
These sentences feel small, but they change something inside me.
That's the power of language. Small words, big impact. And the more you practice these expressions, the more natural they become.
I think I understand now. It's not about perfect English, it's about honest and kind English.
Exactly. And that's what we're building together. Not just vocabulary, but confidence, clarity, and emotional connection.
Thank you, Kath. I feel calmer and stronger.
I'm really glad to hear that. And remember, even listening today is a small win. Kath, can I ask something? Of course. Sometimes I understand these phrases when I listen, but when I try to speak, I freeze. My mind goes blank. That's a very important point. Understanding and speaking are two different skills, and freezing is completely normal. It feels frustrating. Yes, it can be, but we can train your brain to respond more naturally. Let's do that together now. Okay, I'm ready. Good. We're going to practice real-life reactions, not long sentences, just short, natural responses. Imagine someone says, I've been feeling really down lately. What is your first reaction? Maybe, I'm sorry to hear that. That's perfect, very natural and kind. Now let's add one more line. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm here if you want to talk. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm here if you want to talk. Excellent. Now notice something. You're not trying to fix the problem, you're just opening a space. Yes, that feels easier. Exactly. Now let's change the situation. Someone says, I feel like nothing is going right. What would you say? That sounds really hard. Beautiful. That phrase is very useful. That sounds really hard. It shows empathy. Empathy, meaning I understand their feelings? Yes, or at least you are trying to understand. Now let's build a slightly longer response. That sounds really hard. I hope things get a little easier soon. That sounds really hard. I hope things get a little easier soon. Very good. Now notice something. You're not saying everything will be perfect. You just said a little easier. Yes, it feels more realistic. Exactly. Now let's bring the focus back to you again. Sometimes you want to talk about your own struggles, but you don't want to sound too negative. Yes, that's exactly my problem. Let's build a useful structure. First, you say the difficulty, then you add a small positive direction. For example, I've been feeling a bit overwhelmed, but I'm trying to manage it. I've been feeling a bit overwhelmed, but I'm trying to manage it. Perfect. Now let's break that down. Overwhelmed means you feel like everything is too much. Yes, I feel that a lot. Then you say, I'm trying to manage it. This shows effort and control. So I'm not stuck, I'm trying. Exactly. Now let's try another one. I've been having a rough week, but I'm getting through it. I've been having a rough week, but I'm getting through it. Very natural. That phrase, getting through it, is very powerful. It means you're continuing even if it's hard. I like that. It feels strong. Yes, it shows quiet strength. Now let's practice something slightly different. Sometimes people ask, what's been helping you lately? How would you answer? That's harder. Let's keep it simple. You can say, I've been trying to focus on small things that make me feel better. I've been trying to focus on small things that make me feel better. Good. Or, even shorter, I've been taking it slow and focusing on small wins. I've been taking it slow and focusing on small wins. Excellent. Now let's make this more personal. Tell me one small thing that helps you. Sometimes I listen to music and it helps me relax. That's a perfect example. Now say it in a full sentence. Listening to music has been helping me relax. Listening to music has been helping me relax and clear my mind. That's beautiful English. Simple, natural, expressive. I feel more comfortable speaking like this. That's the goal. Now let's move into a deeper situation. Sometimes you want to explain that you are not okay, but you're still trying. Yes, that's very real. You can say, I'm not feeling my best, but I'm doing what I can. I'm not feeling my best, but I'm doing what I can. Very natural. Another option, I'm having a hard time, but I'm trying to stay strong. I'm having a hard time, but I'm trying to stay strong. Good. Now let's pause for a moment. I want you to notice something important. All these sentences have the same pattern. Difficulty followed by effort or hope. Yes, I see that now. This pattern helps your message feel balanced. You're honest, but not hopeless. That's very powerful. Now let's practice a longer response. Imagine someone you trust asks, how have you been lately? This question is deeper. Yes, it feels more serious. Exactly. Try answering. Okay, I'll try. I've been going through a tough time, but I'm taking things one day at a time. I'm trying to stay positive. That is excellent. Very natural. I didn't think I could say that. You just did, and it sounded genuine. Now, let's improve it slightly. You can add one more sentence. I've been going through a tough time, but I'm taking things one day at a time. I'm trying to stay positive and focus on small wins. I've been going through a tough time, but I'm taking things one day at a time. I'm trying to stay positive and focus on small wins. Beautiful. That's a complete, natural answer. I feel more confident saying that. Good. Confidence grows with repetition. The more you say these sentences, the more automatic they become. So I should practice speaking out loud? Yes, that's very important, even if you are alone. I talk to myself sometimes. That's actually a great habit. You can practice real-life sentences without pressure. I'll do that more often. Good. Now let's try a slightly different angle. Sometimes you want to talk about improvement, not just surviving, but slowly getting better. Yes, that feels hopeful. You can say, I think I'm slowly getting better. I think I'm slowly getting better. Simple and honest. Or, I'm starting to feel a little more like myself again. Oh, that sounds very emotional. It is. It means you are returning to your normal self. I really like that sentence. Try saying it. I'm starting to feel a little more like myself again. That was very natural. Now let's build a mini conversation. I'll ask you a question, you answer. Ready? Ready. How have you been lately? I've been having a rough time, but I'm trying to stay positive and focus on small wins. That sounds really hard. What's been helping you? Listening to music has been helping me relax and clear my mind. I'm really glad to hear that. You're doing your best. Thank you. I'm taking things one day at a time. That conversation sounded real. Not perfect, but real. I feel proud of that. You should. That's another small win. I think I understand something now. What is it? English is not just about grammar, it's about expressing life and feelings. And when you can express your feelings, you connect with people. That makes English feel more meaningful. Yes, and that meaning is what keeps you motivated to keep learning. You said something very important just now, that English is about expressing life and feelings. That idea can change the way you learn.
I feel that now. Before, I only focused on grammar and vocabulary lists, but I didn't feel connected.
That's very common. When learning feels disconnected from real life, it becomes heavy and tiring. But when you connect English to your emotions, it becomes meaningful.
Yes, it feels more alive.
Exactly. Now, let's go a little deeper. Sometimes hope is not strong. Sometimes it's very quiet.
I understand that.
In English, we often express that kind of quiet hope in gentle ways. For example, I think things are slowly getting better.
I think things are slowly getting better.
Or, I'm starting to see a little light.
I'm starting to see a little light. That feels very emotional.
It is, but it's also very natural. You're not saying everything is fixed, you're just noticing a small change.
I like that. It feels honest.
Good. Another useful phrase is, I'm learning to be more patient with myself.
I'm learning to be more patient with myself.
This is a very powerful sentence. It shows growth and kindness toward yourself.
I think I need that. I'm often too hard on myself.
Many people are. That's why language like this is important. It doesn't just help you speak to others, it helps you speak to yourself.
That's true.
Now, let's practice something a little deeper. Imagine you are talking to someone you trust, and you want to express both your struggle and your hope. Take your time.
Okay. I've been going through a tough time, but I think I'm slowly getting better. I'm trying to be more patient with myself.
That was beautiful. Very natural, very human.
It feels different when I say it like that.
Yes, because you're not hiding your feelings, and you're not being too negative either. You're finding balance.
Balance. That's the right word.
Exactly. Now, let's talk about something practical. How can you remember and use these expressions in real life?
Yes, I'm worried I might forget them.
That's a fair concern. Here's a simple method. Choose 2 or 3 sentences that feel natural to you. Not all of them, just a few.
Only a few?
Yes. For example, you might choose, I'm going through a tough time. I'm taking things one day at a time. I'm trying to stay positive.
Okay, that feels manageable.
Then, practice saying them out loud every day, morning, evening, or whenever you have time.
Like a routine?
Exactly. And here's something even more powerful. Use them when you actually feel that way.
So, real emotions, real sentences.
Yes, that's how language becomes natural.
I like that approach.
Now, let's do one final role play together, a full, natural conversation. I'll be your friend.
Okay, I'm ready.
Hey, you've been quiet lately. How have you been?
I've been going through a tough time, but I'm taking things one day at a time.
I'm sorry to hear that. That sounds really hard.
Thank you. I'm trying to stay positive and focus on small wins.
That's really strong of you. What's been helping you?
Listening to music has been helping me relax and clear my mind.
I'm glad you have that. I'm here for you, you know?
That means a lot. Thank you.
That's what friends are for.
That felt very real.
It did, and you handled it beautifully.
I didn't feel as nervous this time.
That's because you're not trying to be perfect. You're just being honest.
Yes, I think that's the key.
It really is. Now, before we close, I want to leave you with something simple. When life feels heavy, you don't need big words. You don't need perfect grammar. You just need honest, gentle language.
That makes English feel less scary.
Good. And remember, you can say, I'm doing my best. I'm still learning. I'm getting through it.
Those feel like support for myself.
Exactly. English can become your support system, not just a subject.
I never thought about it that way.
And one more thing, if today you understood a little more, if you spoke a little more, or even if you just listened and felt something, that is a small win.
I feel that.
And small wins matter. They build confidence, they build progress, step by step.
Thank you, Kath, for guiding me through this.
It's my pleasure. And to everyone listening, be kind to yourself. Take things one day at a time. You're learning, you're growing, and you're doing better than you think.
See you next time.
Take care and keep going.